Hi, I'm Suzanne and I work as a horticulturist here at Rogers Gardens. Today we're going to be discussing all about our famous fresh cut trees. So each year people come out to Rogers Gardens and they want to choose the best tree, and we understand that here. We have a lot of different trees for you to choose from small to large, from narrow to wide. But one of the most important things that we want to discuss today is the variety of our fresh cut trees. We have our silver tips, which are tall and elegant and very shelf-like for those of you who like to really display those ornaments and let them shine. We have the noble fir, which is a super popular tree. It is renowned for its needle retention. It has a beautiful smell, and it also can come in sort of a bushier variety where it's been pruned to look like that triangle of a Christmas tree. And then we also have the wild nobles, which are a little bit more like this one over here. They are untrimmed, so they're much more spare, but they also provide that beautiful green at Christmas time that the noble fir will give you. We have the Nordman. The Nordman is my personal favorite, and I just love the way that it looks. It's very bushy, it's got really heavy needles, and underneath the needles is a silver line that's so beautiful. The one thing about this tree that a lot of people note is that it has no aroma. So what I do is I just get a Fraser fir candle that we sell here at Rogers Gardens, which is also one of my holiday traditions. Just the scent of it is delicious. But you can use that if you have a Nordman fir. A lot of people have problems with scents and they have allergies and things like that. So the Nordman is a great tree for them. And I take my Nordman and I kind of prune it out to have a few more shelves in it. But it's up to you if you want it big and bushy. And then for the past 2 years, we've had the Rogers Blue Noble. This tree has been really, really popular. It is blue. There's no kind of mistaking it. It has such a beautiful color, and it was hybridized by one of our vendors here who provides us with the Christmas trees. The Blue Noble just has that big, chunky look of a kind of a woodlands Christmas tree. It's beautiful for displaying ornaments, and usually they're a little bit larger than some of the other trees. Each year, guests come to us and they ask us which tree smells the best. And for us, it's kind of a matter of personal preference. If you go and you crush the leaves of the tree and you smell them, really, other than the Nordman, all Christmas trees smell of the forest. They're beautiful and they last a long time as long as they're well cared for. It's best to choose the tree that you envision in your living room. Here at Rogers Gardens, after you buy the tree is going to be when you're thinking about preserving it and how you can make it last the longest. Obviously, from the moment you bring it into your nice, warm, kind of dry home is when that tree is going to be, needed to be cared for. So at Rogers, when we deliver the trees, the minute it leaves our lot, we are cutting a fresh cut and we're going to take it to your home, and you're going to put it immediately into that stand and make sure that there is water in it at all times. We sell Keeps It Green, which is a nice little bottle. You put in 1 ounce every time you're filling up your tree stand, and it has been proven to actually help extend the life of your tree. So it's really important to make sure if you have pets in the house, they're always going to be taking a little drink from the tree stand, and that's okay, but just keep an eye on it every single day. I always keep a big mineral water bottle next to the tree, and we just kind of pour it in there. That's number one. Try and keep it away from a heat source, whether you have a fireplace or your heating vent or the air ducts. Try and keep that tree as kind of humidified as possible. It's really important. And I've recently learned that even keeping a bowl of fresh fruit near your tree can help deteriorate it because of the ethylene gases in it. So if someone sends you a beautiful box of Harry and David or something, don't put it underneath the tree, put it in the kitchen. There is one more pro tip that I like to recommend to a lot of guests, people who want to get their tree early to get the best tree. with the biggest selection. What you can always do is buy a tree. Do not cut it yet. Just keep it in that netting, and then take the bag off. Save that bag. I'll tell you about that later. But leave the tree outside. Just tip it down somewhere in the shade, and occasionally you can hose it or pour a little water on it to keep it nice and moist, and then only bring it into the house when you're ready. If you try and keep a tree, you know, for 6 or 8 weeks in your house, it's probably going to dry out, and it might even become a little bit unsafe. So if you like, pick the tree that you want, keep it somewhere nice and cool and damp and dark, and then bring it into the house when you're ready. When you're buying your tree, finding the right stand is important. A lot of people have a stand at home, and that's great. When we deliver our trees, we actually bring them into your home and set them in your stand. But if you're looking for a new stand, we sell 2 types of stands here. We sell the standard rebar stand. It's very kind of rudimentary looking, but it is also the strongest. It's going to hold your tree up the best, and if you have a beautiful tree skirt, you're going to hide that stand anyway. We also sell another stand called the Cinco stand, which is a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, although it's not going to hold a big tree up as well as the rebar stand. So just keep that in mind. Set a nice place in your room for it, put the stand down, and bring your tree up. The tree stand is more important than you would think, and so at the end of the season, you're just going to untwist that rebar stand and store it away. So, as I've mentioned before, when you bring your tree into the house, you're going to have a big area set aside. You'll put your stand down, or your tree already has the stand on it, and set it up. We'll net it and we'll bag it. And the bag is very important to help with the future of the tree. So you're going to pull that plastic bag down, and you're going to kind of tuck it around the tree. Put your tree stand over it. Make sure that it's free from the stand so that you don't get water in it, but keep it there at the bottom of the tree. Then you'll pull the netting off. The tree will bounce into life, and you'll enjoy your holiday season. The reason that we ask you to keep this plastic bag underneath the tree is because at the end of the season, you're going to tie that bag at the bottom and pull the rest of it up, and it'll be so much easier to take it out of the house without needles dropping everywhere. So when it comes down to it, whichever tree you choose, it's going to be beautiful. You know that. You're going to put your ornaments that are steeped with tradition on it. You're going to decorate it the way that you like, and your family's going to gather around the tree and just have a memorable holiday. That's pretty much it for us for Christmas, and I'm Suzanne, again for Rogers Gardens. We hope you join us again soon. Follow us on Instagram. We have a beautiful website that is just amazing. You can shop on it with contactless shopping. We have Facebook. We have a YouTube channel. Everything you could need to find all the information you want to be a successful gardener.